So Dominique Malonga, according to some publications, the number 2 draft pick, and according to other publications, is not going to be drafted. He's without doubt. Like, look, this is a 2-person draft. And I still think this was a 2.5 person draft with Olivia Miles in the draft. This is a 2-person draft. This is your sure thing, going to walk in as an all-star, but 23 years old, Paige Bueckers. And this is your highest ceiling the sport has seen since Brittany Griner. Like, Dominique Malonga could be the greatest player to ever play. That is how good Dominique Malonga is. You got the female Wemby versus Cooper Flagg. And Cooper Flagg in a couple of years ready to walk in as an all-star. Who do you take? Do you take the raw potential, or do you take the ready-made star? And that is the real debate. Or if you're ESPN, you take Kiki or Yafen over. But yeah, I'm standing by it. That's just dumb. It's just dumb journalism. Just like, people don't know what Malonga does. They don't even know what position she plays. Like, they're like, oh yeah, she's just this big 5 who's going to be too weak. And I'm like, yeah, she kind of plays more. She's going to play more at a 4 at the WNBA level with her and Ezi Magbagor there in Seattle. That could, like, people also, because Ezi Magbagor has already played like 5 years in the W, or 6 years in the W. People forget Ezi Magbagor is like a few months older than Kate Martin. She came over at 19, was not ready right away. Suddenly now Ezi Magbagor is 24, one of the best centers in the W. And not only, like, she's way better. Malonga is not only way better than Ezi Magbagor was when she came over, she got more potential than Ezi Magbagor. And Ezi Magbagor is one of my favorite players in the league. Like, she is, when we're talking centers in the WNBA, if you do not consider AJ Wilson a center, Ezi Magbagor, in my opinion, she's there. She's right there. Like, I just think her defense, everything about her ability to spread the floor, her athleticism, I'm such a big fan of Ezi Magbagor. But anyway, there's only one section that I want to talk about in this video right here from Rachel Demita, and shout out to Rachel Demita, just somebody obviously who's doing her own thing on YouTube, somebody who has worked with a lot of big basketball brands, worked with 2K, worked at Overtime, does work with the NBA, I think she was in Europe anyway, but going out of her way to see Dominique Malonga play, I'm actually annoyed that I didn't. The plan was to go over and watch her play against Baxi Farrell, but I just had too much going on in my life, mainly because she was playing against like Claire Melia, who's like I've watched grow up as a player in Ireland, who I followed her career unbelievably closely, and like someone that, not saying I'm friends with, but like we know each other to see. So like she was playing against her in that game, so I really wish I got to see that. And it was unbelievable, because even though Malonga had a decent game, Claire Melia was hooping. Greatest Irish player, greatest Irish born and raised through the Irish system player of all time, Claire Melia. But anyway, yeah, that's that. I didn't get to see her, but at least somebody in this kind of general space did, and got to interview her like Rachel Demita did. But anyway, let's take a listen to what she said. So this is the only section I'm going to talk about, and it's talking about her going to the WNBA. There's an entire 25-minute interview. Go watch it on Rachel Demita's channel. I just really want to talk about this point, because it kind of shuts up some of the BS narrative around her.
You go to the States for the summer. What are your goals for the rest of the season?
And for the rest of the season, of course, is like to do the best we can in the playoffs. They start just after the draft. Like, I come back to the draft today after I have the first game of the playoffs, so gotta be quick.
Wait.
So she literally has just said she's going to the draft and coming back. And she also said she's playing in America in the summer. So we can stop the narrative. We can stop the entire narrative that she's not coming over. She doesn't want to come over. Why would you draft her if she's not going to come over? She is coming over straight away. Is she going to start straight away for Seattle? No, but let's just assume Nneka Nwumeke is 35 now, plays this season and next season. Let's say she plays till she's 36, 37. Then suddenly Nneka Nwumeke retires, and you've got Malonga ready to come in. And like a 21-year-old Malonga with a 26-year-old Ezi Magbagor as year 4 or 5. Like that 4 or 5 could last for 10 years. Last for 8 to 10 years. Seattle are sorted with that.
Wait. So you're going to go to draft and then come back?
And then come back, yeah.
You're busy. And then you're going to go back.
And then go back.
Because you only have like maybe 3 weeks until start of the season, right? Between draft
but
and...
I would say I will go here till we lose with my team as well. So I will go the further I can. I will see with the franchise who gonna draft me. They're gonna tell me what they want, and I'm gonna explain to them that okay, but can I just finish the season here?
Right.
You know.
I actually really like that, what she's saying. I actually really like that. Basically her saying, you know, whatever franchise drafts me, I'm going to explain to that, like, I want to finish the season here. I want to win the French Cup. Hey, look, Asvel aren't exceptionally... Well, they're good. They're not... You never know in the playoffs. They probably won't, but obviously if you're a player for Asvel, you're going to believe you're going to win the whole thing. But the fact that her whole focus is on the WNBA, she's going to go over for the draft. She's not going to stay at home for the drafts, because I don't think Leila Lacan was there for the draft last year. So I don't think any of the French players did last year. I'm not sure if her and Josite are both going to go over for the draft. I don't know what Josite's plans are, whether she wants to go over as well. But if you're looking at Malonga, it's clear that if she's going to the draft and she's going straight back to America, like, she wants to play in the W. But I also respect the fact that she's like, no, I am playing in the French playoffs. We started off the season, I'm sticking with it. And I like that mentality from a 19-year-old. Yeah, you can say, oh, you know, these players shouldn't be playing once they get drafted. They shouldn't be playing anywhere else. How many people got freaking injured and unrivaled? But yeah, it's a big thing. There's plenty of players in these leagues that'll be coming over late. And a big thing is like, I do see her having a really poor start to her WNBA career. Like, I don't see her playing more than 6 or 7 minutes to start her career. I don't. But if she can build it up to like 12 minutes a game by the end of the year, because there is a different level of physicality, a different level of speed. And the only thing is that if she's playing a lot of 4, there's a different, like, it's just a different game. And she's got to kind of be ready for that physicality. But it's going to take her a little bit of time. She won't be there for a bit of training camp. And yeah, I think her team's going to be no team's going to pass on her for that reason, especially this year. Maybe in the future, it'll be just don't go play in the French league. And that's one of the big things as well. Like, she's probably not going to be playing in the French league from now on. She's probably going to have to go to one of the leagues like Turkey where the season ends earlier. So she's probably going to be gone from the French league after this year. So it's probably it might be her last chance to play in her home country until prioritization rules are changed with the French league, push things back. So yeah, she obviously wants to do that. But the most important thing about this conversation is she's coming over straight away. So all that BS narrative, people saying don't pick her, she's going to just stay overseas and never come over. She's coming over straight away. She's going to be able to develop. Yes, she's not ready right now, but I'm sorry. She cannot be any worse than what Mercedes Russell was last year. She cannot be any worse. And look, I don't see her being ready right away. If she averages more than 2 points per game in the W next year, it should be seen as a bonus, because I'm just going to make this point. If this is the trajectory that Dominique Malonga goes on, 2 points per game in 8 minutes per game, 6 points per game in 15 minutes per game, 11 points per game, starter, 14 points per game, all-star. She will have reached, if she goes on that trajectory, she will have reached all-star status and still be younger than Paige Bueckers is right now. So that's just the way you have to look at things, especially with her, just because she's 4 years younger than Paige. She's nearly 6 years younger than Sedona Prince. Like, we have to look at things that way, and I think she's better right now than Sedona Prince. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.